Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now I'm going to hopefully make this little bed and show you how I made this little fairy bed. There we are. This is a fairy bed. It looks like there's spiders have been all over it because of all these glue sticks. So I hope you like my fairy bed. It was really good fun to make. So I'm just going to show you now how I made that. Okay. And it's still got glue strings, but it doesn't matter. I'm using the glue stick today, so and other bits as well. But I wanted to show you how I made this. Alright, now to start with, you're going to need some leaves. Now I got these leaves off flowers and plants and things. You know, like they're actually florist ones that they use. I don't know whether they're going to. I don't know if people want to use real ones or not. I suppose that's up to you. If you could dry them, I suppose they'd be alright, but then you'd have to paint them with something to keep them from going all funny like. Now, I'm going to make the bed to this size. Probably might be too big. That one there's okay, but this one here I'm going to have to make a little bit smaller to go in the house that I'm making. That I just showed you the beginning thereof. So I want to make a smaller bed this time. So I've got a couple of leaves like this. You'll need some bits of the tree outside. I've got my husband to go out there and bring me in a few bits of branches so I can use these as little corner posts. Where's another one like that? Oh dear, must have something here somewhere. Here we go. Well, that doesn't look too bad. We'll see what happens when it starts sticking it together and see how it works from there, eh? And usually you can just break it off. There, that part just fell apart. So usually you can break it off if it's all dried out, where the branches died or something. That's probably better to use and make sure there's no spiders and things trotting around on there, you know, from them. Okay, you'll need a couple of bits of paddle pop sticks or anything like that. I've got some here. They're pretty easy to come by. You'll need your glue gun, a few flowers for the back part there of it, and that's all. Okay, and something to cut it with, and to cut the paddle pop sticks. Like I use my scissors. But anyway, so to get started, all we need to do is get your leaf. Now, so this is going to be sturdy, is why we have the paddle pop sticks. So we need them to be, you know, about this long, because you measure it on your leaf. It probably would stay in place if you weren't going to actually lay a fairy on it. But if you're going to actually put something on it, it just depends on the strength of your leaves, what you do. But I think especially if anybody's making this for children or anything too, you want it to be reasonably sturdy, but you still want it to look fairy-like, don't you? Like something that the fairies have out there in the yard. So here's me just wrecking my scissors a bit, but that's what you need craft scissors for, don't you? So I'm going to just lay these down on the back of the leaf here, like so, and get it all stuck up, of course, to the glue gun. Because I'm going to have to get used to this glue gun thing, aren't I, on these days. And then you just stick that there in the centre, as much as you can, like so, okay? And then you just want to put your other leaf over the top like that. So that's making your base for your fairy bed really sturdy. Oh, I think so. But you put a piece of cardboard in there or something, I suppose, if you wanted to. I just thought I wanted to put a little bit of that in there because I thought now that'll look really, well, it'll work quickly and look okay. I might just cut off that one of those stem things. I want to keep the other stem on there because you want sort of a realistic, if you can, a realistic look on the thing, if you understand. Okay, so now we need to have these little posts. So for the top, I've got this one here on this one, coming over and joining onto the back of this here. So he comes right over and joins onto that one. It makes like a bed head. I don't know if I've got something shaped that way here. This one here is a bit like that, isn't it? It's got a bit of a curve on it. Maybe I can use part of this if I don't break it all to pieces. Now, you can paint it if you want to. Put a bit of, what do you call that? Mod Podge on there maybe. Make it shiny. I haven't done that. I don't know whether I will. As yet, I just don't know. I've just dripped the glue across this one here. That was very naughty, Sonya. I'll have to get that off. Right, now I'll put him somewhere we won't get hurt. Okay. Is there a place on the table where it's not going to get hurt? There we go. So we need to have the branch back now. Back to this. There's some spider webs there, so they've probably got little spider fellas in them. We'll have to get them off. We're going to get the spiders. Maybe if some people are really worried about spiders, you could probably spray with something. But if you know, I'm sure they'll trot out there somewhere if there's any about, and you could just fix that. Okay, so I'm not sure about which one of these is going to go over there. Excuse me. You need to have a little bit of a turn in it, don't you? Like I did with that other one to make them come together. Well, there, that'll work. So what you do is you get your little leaf here and you open it up like so, and you want to take it just a little bit from the top, not too far, where the leg of the bed would be, you know. And you need that to go there like that, and that'll stick on there. Look, pretty cool. Hey, I don't know if I've made this too high. Hope not. I'm going to be bringing it across like that, so I need it to be like so. And then I can put this one, wait a minute, do I have a better bit? I used all the better bits on the first bed. It's always the way, isn't it? I don't fancy going out there search around for any more. Just a moment, oh lazy old coot. Anyway, we'll just cut the end off that, make that a bit straighter, and we're going to glue this onto here, like so. Now, it has all bits and pieces and bumps and stuff. I think it come off the plum tree, because Jeremy prunes the plum tree back, and I think that's where these came from, off our plum tree. Which way do I want to go? Like this. Okay. Righto. Is that going to reach? Yes, it will. Now, wait a minute. We need to just stick that bit on there first, Sonya. You've gone too far ahead of yourself now. Now, we don't actually put it on the wood. We have to stick it. Okay, fall down. Let's see if I care. Well, I probably do. Oh! I'm not going to stop this video. I'm just going to say, oh my goodness me, that's hot. Oh dear. You know, as usual, when I did the first one, it went together so good. I thought I can do a video on that, because it's just, now this just fell down with me bits in it. Maybe there's a bit in there that I can use. A bit of tree. Let me see now. I'll find something. You watch me. I'll break that off there and that off there. And this bit off here. Maybe it's too big. I don't want it to be too fat. Ouch. Now, I'll try this again. Not that way. Not that way. Here's a piece I had. We need it to come together at the top so it'll look nicely. Okay. That doesn't look too bad. That's pretty good. Oh, Jeremy just bringing back in my piece of work. Sorry. Thank you. So it must be dry. That's good. Oh boy, I'm excited. So we're going to put that in there like so. But we should have probably cut that other bit off. This is going to be more of a straight bed head than a around the corner one, isn't it? Just cut that off there, base of it. So it ah dear, just a little old sigh there that I couldn't help coming out. It just was just how it worked. Just how it came out, the sigh. It wasn't a relief, it was, oh my goodness, one. Okay, right, now this is still mucking about on me, something frightful, isn't it? And I did say I was going to give this to one of my subscribers, so I'm going to have to make sure that I made it really good, and it looks like the back of a chair, so I don't like that at all. Let's just fix this, please. This is just not what we're after today. Get all that glue off there, and let's start again, because we're not going to give up on it. No way in the world are we giving up on it. Okay, let's see. Now we've got this piece going this way. Glue off there. Poor fairy's having a terrible time doing this. She can give up and go home. Oh, hang on. Okay, right. Now, Sonia, you're going to have that one going across there like that. Okay. And this one going up here like this. Okay. Like that. Sonia, like that. Righto. So they go together. And that makes that top bit. It's a shame there wasn't another bit of spiky piece, but it doesn't really matter. Now I'm going to have to break a bit off that. And I might actually cover this with some sort of gluey thing like Mod Podge, because I don't want it to fall apart. I don't want it to snap and break like it seems to be easy to do that here now, doesn't it? So we don't want that to happen. So we just hold them pieces apart and glue that back on there like so. Okay. And that's that bit. Right, now, because when it goes together it seems to hold itself in place. If you can get it to work this time, Sonia, you'll be able to hold itself in place. So that's going to go there like that. Should not be too panicky about things, should be. It just... that's got caught again. Oh my goodness me. Nobody panic. Oh dear. Okay, now crafting is really good fun, I promise you, and making this is absolutely awesome fun. I love to do little miniature things, small things. It's not really that, I suppose it is miniature. Now I'm going to put glue on that side and we're going to stick that onto there, and we're going to say, now that's going to work. Okay, right, we'll put that on there like that. Righto, come on. Now to have a bit more of the curly pieces or whatever we want on the top of it, so it looks a bit more, we might stick a bit more piece of stick on there. What do you reckon? No, not that bit. We might not push it too far. Let's just go with that to start with. That's the top of the bed head. Okay. Now the base of it, I hope it doesn't cause a problem just the same. Where's this other one? See, on mine, I did manage to have spiky bits still coming off there, and that's where the little plums would have grown. But I don't have any more of that timber there at the moment left. I've got one piece here that might look okay. See, there's a good bit for the bottom. I'll cut that one side of it off, I think. There's a good piece for the bottom bit. And it's not going to be as high, so we need to cut off the base of that too. Got him. And then this bit here, I've got another piece. Look at me, I'm cooking with gas here now. I'm going along good. Okay, so there's two pieces like so. Now, I'm going to have to put this down here. And my thing for my glue gun is on the wrong side of me, which I have been going to move for so long. Another thing I just can't seem to get around to doing. Okay. So that's the bottom of the bedpost. It's a bit short. Made it a bit short. Let's go down here a bit further. I have to take it down a bit further, eh? Maybe that's stuck together. Go down here. You want the bed to be a bit longer than that. Don't have a fairy yet for this one, but I'll find one. I'll find a fairy, make a fairy, or whatever. There'll be a fairy in it. I'll stick that in there. Hope you can see this. It's just... looks really hard. It isn't. Patience and just, you know, a little bit slower, Sonia. You know, you don't have to rush it like it's, you know. Okay, so this piece here next can go there like that. But you don't want the fairy falling over that bit that's sticking out there, do we? So we just cut that off a tiny bit. If she falls over that getting into bed, there'll be trouble. Okay, now this bit we put on there. Now you see where I'm putting the glue, besides making it a mess, I'm trying to get it in between the two over on the pieces of leaf, so the leaf actually sticks to the stick, because I don't think you can put the I keep dripping the glue gun all through this one. I don't know why that's happening. Something must be telling me something. Stop doing that, Sonia. I don't know why I keep sitting it back there. So this is going to be the bottom this is the fairy bed. Okay, this is fairy's bed. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad now. There'll be tweaking and bits to do to it anyway, as most things you have to. Get a bit more done to it. Then we're going to put the flower up on the top here. Well, I've just got one of these nice silky flowers, or whatever it's made of. That's on my finger. Ouch. Oh dear. Oh wow. I'm a big sook, I know, but that really burnt. That really did burn. Ooh. Okay. Alright. This is going to be turning most people off trying this, isn't it? I hope not. You have to have a go. People won't get into the state I did because they've probably used the glue gun better and more. I've had it turned on for a little while because I've been doing other stuff, so I'm going to stick another one of these flowers here. And because it's beside me, it's really hard for me to keep putting back. So make things easy for yourself. Don't do this, what I'm doing. And I just got then two of the petals together, and I stuck them together so they come up there like that. And if I have to make another one of these because this isn't good enough to put in the house that I'm doing, I will do that. I just wanted to show you how to go about it, but not really like this, please. Because you'll give up forever trying to do something if you do what I'm doing. Look, this is just gone too far. I've just gone too far. But I don't think it looks too bad. I mean, you know, fairies are good at making little houses, I imagine, better than me. Now, I had to put that other piece of this little orangey bit, to see that I put there hanging down. I actually cut one of those in half so I could use another piece on this one. And it'll be here. Nobody panic. It'll be here amongst all the bits and pieces that I have got all over the place. And then I can put it in that. Here we go. So I can sit it in there. And it just adds to the... I don't know. I think it gives it some sort of bit of colour, a bit more the flimsy looky thingy. Whimsical. How about that? I'll get the word right here in a minute. Okay, so that's my fairy bed. Alright, now there's heaps of different ways you can make a fairy bed. You don't have to do what I did. Okay, but I just thought I'd show you that that's how I made my fairy beds. I don't think they turned out too bad, really. There was a lot of burning and squirreling and fighting going on, wasn't there? It was fun, okay? Truly. So anyway, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll get back in here as soon as I can. I hope to do it in the rest of today. I'm actually going away for a while, so I'll be able to maybe put up a couple more on the making of the house before I go. If I can't, I'll promise I'll be back on here doing it. But anyway, it'll give you a chance to put the things together to make yours so far. So even it is actually quite solid. You know, that turns out really quite solid, and I think that I'm really pleased with that. Anyway, so you can work on making a bird nest. That was really easy. That's just a bit of well, so you can do it with anything. I got some stuff here because I got a whole heap of things out of a sale one day, and I just grabbed it and made, you know, just put that together and just glued some feathers in it and just glued some little eggs in there. You know, so if you haven't got any little eggs, just get some little beads or roll up little pieces of paper. You know, roll it. Get some serviette things. Or serviettes, whatever they are. Put some glue on. I've got glue here too left over. Put some glue. And just make egg out of that. Just roll it up until you make a tiny little egg ball to make it into an egg shape. Because you can do whatever, you know. There's no, nothing. There's nothing to hold you back, really. There's nothing to hold you back. I mean, he's going to go a bit skew-whiff, and he's fluffy, and he's probably bigger than what. But you keep rolling him around like that, and you make an egg. Because a lot of people do a lot of what's the name, molds with this, doing the tissues like this. So it's a furry egg. That'll give you something to put a thumbs down up down or whatever. Thank you very much for watching. I had fun. I hope you had fun. So talk to you later. Bye-bye.